My first guest is Priyanka Chaturvedi. The Shiv Sena MP is joining me at this moment. Ms. Chaturvedi, the question the opposition in Maharashtra and now the centre are raising is the Shiv Sena-led government in Maharashtra using the Mumbai police to settle political scores, filing sedition charges against an opposition MP and MLA for merely wanting to chant the Hanuman Chalisa. Does it amount to sedition? How does it amount to sedition, Priyanka Chaturvedi?
So there is a saying in Hindi which I'd like to repeat. Savan ke andhe ko sab kuch hara dikhta hai. Those who misuse agencies will learn to accuse others of misusing agencies that are under their control. Mumbai Police is a free and fair body which has been entrusted with the law and order of the city of Mumbai. City of Mumbai is one of the safest cities, not just in India, but considered one of the safest cities globally. Mumbai Police is a police force which is equated to the Scotland Yard of the world. For them to accuse and point a finger at Mumbai Police, they've done this earlier too, a year ago, where they were accusing the Mumbai Police of not doing its job. However, the Mumbai Police stood vindicated even after the CBI report has not come to a final conclusion.
No, Ms. Chaturvedi.
Now, having said that, it is the Mumbai Police.
Ms. Chaturvedi, I am sorry to intervene. I am asking you, is this sedition? No, is reciting the Hanuman Chalisa outside the Chief Minister's residence, it may be a political move. I have no doubt about it. It may not be religious. It is purely political in my view. But what is anti-national about wanting to chant it? That's my point. Why are you charging them with sedition?
You know, Rajdeep, you can't get so excitable when I'm answering your questions. You ask me a question, I'm not running away from anything.
Please don't.
And I will not leave without answering all the single question you put to me. I was coming to your point about sedition. Sedition is a charge that Mumbai Police has put in its additional FIR. And it is going to be decided by the Mumbai High Court, and if they wish to challenge it further, it will go up to the Supreme Court, the apex body of the country. Now, having said that, sedition charges, it's not anti-national to say Hanuman Chalisa. It is absolutely not anti-national to say anything which an elected MP can say. What is anti-national, where sedition charges have been applied?
Yes.
And I will tell you whether it holds in the court of law is another question which the law mechanism and the constitutional authorities will decide. But the Mumbai Police came to the conclusion that when an elected member of parliament was told that it can cause law and order situation, one would assume the member of parliament would adhere to the law agencies. Openly challenged that. She abused a constitutional seat, which is the Maharashtra Chief Minister, personally abused him as well as abused the chair in the various videos which are all out in public domain.
Ma'am.
Leaves her constituency, comes to the city of Mumbai, despite being served a notice, continues to come out with videos which are provocative.
Ma'am.
The Mumbai Police tries to detain her from...
No. Priyanka Chaturvedi ji, I am again going to interrupt you at the risk of offending you this time. My question is again this: where is the crime? Abusing Chief Minister, bad behavior. Abusing the police, bad behavior by the Member of Parliament and the MLA. But where is the criminality? Speaking out against Mr. Uddhav Thackeray is not a crime. It is a political war being fought. How does it become a crime? The accusation, therefore, I repeat, is Mumbai Police is being misused to settle scores over this issue.
Are you a lawyer in the High Court? Are you representing the case? In case you're not, allow me to complete.
Go ahead. Please go ahead.
I'm a spokesperson for a political party which is in the government. The Chief Minister is Shiv Sena. I'm only telling you why Mumbai Police could have perhaps applied Section 124. If you have the patience to hear me, I'll be happy to answer. Otherwise, then we can just cut short to the chase and you can accuse me of whatever you want to say.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm trying to ask a simple basic question. You are not telling me yet what is this precise crime that you believe the Rana couple needs to be put in jail, be arrested. That's all I'm asking. An MP, MLA have been arrested. Why?
I will tell you, have the patience to hear.
Please.
You know, the Rana couple, despite being told that they cannot be doing this, they have openly created a law and order situation in the city of Mumbai. Despite requesting them and serving them a notice, they continue to abuse not just the constitutional position of the Chief Minister, they also try to interrupt the police from discharging its duties using all kinds of language, foul language, and also misbehaving with them. Despite also telling them that in the private residence of the Chief Minister, if you have a problem with the Chief Minister, there's the official residence of the Chief Minister. You cannot go outside the private residence or start reciting the Hanuman Chalisa on the streets of the city. It could lead to a law and order situation. And last but not the least, despite them being told that the Prime Minister of this country is going to be in this very same city where they're creating this ruckus, they refuse to cooperate. Now, can you imagine a situation that emerges when the Prime Minister visited Punjab and he left Punjab saying अपने मुख्यमंत्री को धन्यवाद कहना मैं अपनी जान बचाकर जा रहा हूँ. Mumbai does not believe in disrespecting its Prime Minister. Mumbai ensures that the due respect and safety norms are followed. And if elected MP and elected MLA try to disrupt that, Mumbai police is well within its right to apply the sections which they seek.
Ma'am,
or which they believe apply into that situation, because we are talking about the safety and security of the Prime Minister of this country and the sitting Chief Minister of this state. So
limit,
now it is for the courts to decide. Yes.
Ma'am, I'll come to the courts in a moment, but do you really believe arresting an MP MLA couple was really needed to prevent a law and order situation that could affect the Prime Minister's security in Mumbai? Do you really expect me to believe that? I mean, that stretches incredulity. It seems to me that you want to send a message to rivals of your government in Maharashtra. You step out of line, you target our Chief Minister, and we will target you.
Are you trying to say that the Mumbai High Court also doesn't know what it's doing? Mumbai High Court doesn't know its job. I hope you've read what the Mumbai High Court said today. The Mumbai High Court, when the Rana couple went with a plea asking for dismissal of the petition, dismissal of the FIR, the High Court has upheld the concerns of the Mumbai police. It has also said that occupying public streets for your political agenda rather than true devotion to the Lord is not right. And with great power comes greater responsibility.
The Rana couple, though, dropped their plan to stage a protest outside the Chief Minister's residence. Therefore, wouldn't it have been easier just to let them go rather than allow this issue, which will only divide public opinion, using the Hanuman Chalisa, whether Hanuman Chalisa can be recited or not? It's just going to keep snowballing, ma'am.
I don't know what do you think, what the situation and how the situation has grown. When Mumbai police is doing its job without any interference from the state government, the Mumbai High Court is upholding that and dismissing their request for FIR to be, written off. It has upheld that, and you're continuing to challenge me about it. Then I think that's a very sad space to be in, where we start judging and also challenging the High Court orders or the Mumbai police and its law enforcing agencies,
ma'am,
and continue to say it's mere politics. That's a simple statement I'd want to make to you.
Ma'am,
either I go by what my judiciary tells me, what the constitution tells me, and if it has upheld that, they have found very valid reasons to do that.
I'll tell you what my concern is. The Hanuman Chalisa issue and the way it's being now played out, Hanuman Chalisa versus Azan, threatens to polarize, again, political class, polarize public at just possibly the wrong time. We don't want to create a law and order situation, surely. We've seen what happened in Delhi last week. I mean, can't these issues be resolved by the government and opposition just through consensus? I mean, it seems at the moment that everyone is itching for a confrontation, or has the Shiv Sena been pushed on the defensive because the BJP has taken up what is being seen as a Hindutva agenda much more aggressively?
Actually, to the contrary, we did try to arrive at a consensus today, where we called for an all-party meeting on the loudspeaker issue. What did the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra do? Instead of attending it, he called the state government intolerant. If we were intolerant, would we have called for an all-party meeting to resolve this issue? They do not seek resolution, they seek confrontation. But we are totally clear that we will uphold the law and order machinery in Maharashtra, and we will not allow it to be compromised at the hands of those who seek polarization over reconciliation. So if they are unwilling to do that, then the law and order agencies will have to do what they're constitutionally bound to do, and the government will continue to do what is constitutionally expected of them to do by the people of the state.
So you are telling me this is an attempt to deliberately polarize public opinion on the Hindutva issue? Because the BJP claims they stand for Hindutva. They say Hanuman is a symbol of their vision of Hindutva. The Sena claims to be the original Hindutva party, and they argue that they are being prevented, that the BJP says the Sena is preventing them from chanting Hanuman Chalisa. I mean, this is competitive Hindutva politics once again, ma'am.
Principles of Hindutva will tell you that you cannot be using Hindutva style of governance for your kind of vote bank politics. You cannot be using people to push forward your agenda to create hate and divisiveness, which you have already done in various other states, but you're failing to do in Maharashtra. Hindutva politics is not about abusing those who are in positions of government. And it also does not allow you to continue to be an opposition which is not talking about consensus but creating situations like confrontation. And last but not the least, I'd want to ask the Bharatiya Janata Party in 2019, when this very own independent MP had a problem with the Jai Shri Ram slogan, and today is considered the disciples of Sri Hanuman. How do you justify that with your own hypocrisy? Is something that I would want to leave with the BJP to decide. But people of Maharashtra are not going to be taken into this divisive agenda. They have thwarted this in the past. We will continue to thwart it. It is a state which will respect its constitution and democratic values.
Okay, let me leave it there. Priyanka Chaturvedi joining me of the Shiv Sena. They are the party, of course, in power in Maharashtra.